Gently starting to open your eyes as you're ready. You can reclose them at any time. On your next inhale, drawing breath fully into the belly as if you're lifting the belly in and up. Keep lifting up with the belly, arms start to reach up, eyes can lift. As you exhale, to start to bring the hands down over the face, watching the hands as it moves, tucking the chin, drop the eyes down, push the hands down. Inhale, push the hands forward, rising up with the hands, eyes follow the hands. Hands come back together. Keep following them with your eyes, slowing down your breath. Release the fingers, push the hands down. Doing this 3 more times. Inhale, connect your breath to movement. Hands lift, eyes lift. Hands come together. Start sliding the prayer hands over the eyes. As you get to heart center, interlace the fingers, push the hands down. Follow it with the body. Inhale. Exhale. One more full breath. Connect your breath to movement. Lengthen here. Gently bring everything back together. Soften the breath. Trust the breath-body connection here. One last time, lift the arms up. Pulling it up with the belly, lift. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Pause with hands at heart center. Inhale. Exhale. So bring the hands to the outer edges of the thighs and the knees. Lifting the knees up here, bottoms of the feet can plant. Starting to bring one foot out to the side here as you tuck the other foot in towards you. So knees bent, foot's tucked, bringing the heel in. And then starting to open up with that knee. So we're coming into a half butterfly, but also an extension to caterpillar pose. Lots of options here. One is you can inhale and just extend from the hips to the armpits. Hands could stay by the sides for support. Or you could keep extending. Imagine there's a string on the heart pulling you up. As you keep getting pulled up, you start to extend back from the hips, bringing the heart forward, hands come down. Maybe you pause here. Maybe the head drops, or you can walk the hands away from you and drop the head. So that's one option. Another option is to bring that right arm to the right leg. So you get a bit of a side bend here. Hands can stay on the body, on the leg, on the foot here. And if you want to, you can lift the opposite arm up and over, just finding a stretch for the side of the body. And again, wherever you choose to be, just letting the moment unfold. So you don't have to stay here the whole time. You can release that arm. Maybe you breathe to the back of the head, trusting in what's behind you that you can't see. Eyes may lift up or just stay neutral, but finding more space to roll open here. And taking 2 more rounds of breath. Long inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. One more breath. If you are doing the side bend, hands just come back in front of you here, slowly rolling the body forward. Inhale, extending the heart, engage the midline, slowly coming all the way up. Adding a twist here, so that same right arm this time is going to come to the opposite knee. So you're crossing over the body. Other hand's free here to just rest by the side. If that's enough of a twist for you, check in with the low back. Or you can bring the other hand in behind you. So you inhale, lifting up from that solid foundation of the lower body. Squeeze the belly together. And then starting to twist. Eyes may stay neutral. Maybe start to draw your gaze towards the back shoulder or even further. And from that transition, notice if you've taken on any tension. Again, trusting that you know, your inner intelligence knows, everything around you knows. So just soften the face, taking expression in this pose. One more breath. Slowly coming back to center here. Inhale, lifting with the heart. Exhale, start to bring the hands to the back of the extended knee and the bent knee, and slowly lifting the knees up here, feet plant, and start to rock the legs side to side, letting that go. Make your way to the other side here. So the opposite leg will extend out. Opposite foot comes in towards us, hugging the knee in, and then starting to open up that knee for half butterfly and extension of caterpillar. Again, same options, but just letting no expectations take over. So one side may feel different than the other. Still going into this with a fresh and new, curious outlook. As you inhale, lifting the heart, staying here with hands beside you. Okay, you can also extend the heart forward, plant the hands and fold here. You can pause there or gently starting to add that side bend with the same arm on the extended leg. Pausing here. Or you can inhale along the sides of the body. Maybe that other arm starts to lift up and over with the right here. And then trusting the space in behind you. Can you find breath to move on the spine, the back of the head, even softening through the eyes? Maybe eyes look up or just staying neutral here. And again, that arm doesn't have to stay lifted the whole time. Taking out any tension in the jaw. Breathe into your low back, the edges of the shoulders, and take one more full breath. On your next inhale, bring the hands back out in front of you with that forward fold in the body. So if you're already there, just pausing, if not, make your way there. As you inhale, connect your breath to movement. Start to lift through the belly, hands walk towards you and rolling the spine, softening through the shoulders, presenting through the heart. Hands come to the outer edges of the thighs and the knees here, helping the body come back to center, just adding some movement for the joints and the legs and the hips. Rolling into our tabletop position here. So I'm just coming into all fours of the knees and the hands. If you need more support for the knees, you can always double up the mat as well, or just place a towel or something underneath you. Toes could also tuck or stay as they are. Widening through the fingers, gaze slightly down towards the mat. As you inhale, breathe to the back of your heart space. Push the hands down, curving inwards, cat pose. As you inhale, drop the belly, tailbone lifts, heart comes forward, eyes come forward and lift. Exhale, curving in. Inhale, rolls you forward and through. Feel free to really exaggerate these movements. So you really want to roll the shoulders, feeling the spine take over. And then gently dropping the heart, really opening up to the front of the chest, throat, and eyes. We're not going to count these, so just connect your breath to movement. And again, let your creativity take over. So if you want to move side to side, that feels really good to stretch out through the ribs as you roll forward. And as you roll back, you can. Just continuing this way for a few more moments, exploring with the feeling of not questioning what's coming next, finding presence and trusting with the breath and the body in the moment unfolding. And then make your way back to tabletop position. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Starting to tuck the toes here, lifting the knees. So you're finding a long spine first, then send the tailbone to the sky. Your knees could stay bent the whole time here if that feels okay. So instead of focusing on long legs, you want to focus on a long spine. So you may keep them bent the whole time. Or you may start lengthening them. You could also bicycle out through the legs here. Really push down through the hands, so even active through the fingers. You can also bend through the elbows just to roll the shoulders on the back. Let the neck be long, eyes are down towards the mat. Breathe along the ribs and the tailbone, one more breath. As you inhale, bend the knees deeply, look towards your hands. Take as many steps as you need to. Make your way to forward fold to your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingers slide to shins or knees. Roll the shoulders on the back. Exhale, fold. Doing that one more time, just to explore in the space. As you inhale, long side body. Knees could also bend. Exhale, fold. Soften, harden head. Push down to the feet as you inhale, rise up. Stretch up, arms come all the way up, extending through the fingers. Exhale, arms come down by the sides for mountain pose. Inhale here. And exhale. Really, just one more full breath like this. Inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. We're going to do a little bit of a different flow. So walking a little bit closer to the top of the mat here. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Heart drapes over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, planting the hands, stepping the left foot back to warrior one. So you're planting the foot, toes may be turned 45 or parallel. Front knee is bent. Push down to the feet, engage to the belly, lift the fingers forward, arms come up here, full warrior one. So once you arrive, take up as much space as you need to here. You can adjust the feet, the hips. And then your next exhale, you're starting to picture what energy in your breath looks like in the hips. So this back hip is sending energy forward. And then the right hip is drawing energy back. Still soft to the heart. Arms extend, fingers extend. One more breath. Just slowly release. Eyes come down. Hands come down in front of that front foot. Turn on the back toes here. So the toes are planted. Hands are firm, sliding the right foot back to plank pose. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees. Bend the elbows, lower chest and chin. Untuck the toes, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, push the hands down, rolling over knees, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Full inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, look towards your hands. Again, stepping or hopping here. Take your time. Make your way to your version of forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Push to the feet, rise up, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale, arms come down by the sides, mountain pose. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands down. Right foot steps back, find that warrior one. So again, take your time. Left knee, the front knee is bent. Engage the belly, reach the fingers forward, arms come all the way up. Exhale into warrior one. Take a moment here. Soft around the edges of your eyes. Breathing through the feet, the shoulders, the arms. And take one more full breath. Inhale, engage the body. As you exhale, bringing the hands down, turn onto the back toes here. Firmly planting the hands, slide the foot back again. None of this has to be graceful. You're just moving with your breath. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower knees. Bend the elbows, lower chest and chin. Untuck the toes, lift the heart to cobra. Push the hands down, rolling over knees, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Full inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, look towards your hands. Step or hop here, forward fold, exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, release. Push to the feet, rise up, stretch up, rise up with the eyes, hands, and heart. Arms come by the sides, mountain pose. Full inhale and exhale. One more time on each side. We're going to add on a little bit more to it as well. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Left foot steps back, finding the warrior one legs first. Inhale, reach the fingers forward, finding more confidence. You've been here before. Trust in the breath and the body. Take another full round of breath. And then gently starting to lengthen this front leg. So we're going to extend the knee, send the hip back, reach the heart and hands forward, and maybe the hands just come down to the hips, maybe onto the thighs, or slowly folding down the leg a little bit more. Just seeing where you'd like to be in pyramid pose. So maybe the hands come all the way down. Maybe you have a block here. Yeah, maybe just stay lifted slightly with the knee also softer. So you choose. Softening through the shoulders. So instead of letting them drop to the ears, see if you can roll them onto the back. Soften the jaw. Take one more full breath. Bending into the front knee here. Reaching the fingers forward. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, warrior one. One more full breath. This time releasing a little bit differently. We're going to turn on the back toes already, then bring the hands down, then slide the foot back. Plank pose, inhale. As you exhale, lowering the knees or just lowering halfway, opening the heart, coming to baby cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, full breath. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, look towards your hands, stepping as many steps as you need to, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Push to the feet, rising up, come all up, stretching up. Exhale, mountain pose. One breath. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands down, opposite foot comes back here, the right foot finding the warrior one legs first. Root down, engage the sides of the body. Exhale, warrior one. Softening here, still active with the breath, and even the fingers. Starting to extend this front leg here, sending the hips back while the heart reaches forward. Hands can stay onto the body. You could also start to walk hands down here. You could find something to support the hands on, or maybe you lower a little bit further and drop the heart and the head. Finding your version of pyramid pose, and it's okay to soften that knee as well. Releasing tension in the forehead. Just let the head be heavy. Softening through the face. One more breath. Bending into the front knee. Reaching the fingers and arms forward. Exhale, warrior one. One more full breath. Turning onto the back toes here already. Again, finding a bit of balance as you do that. Hands come down, sliding that foot back. Take your time. Plank pose, inhale. Exhale, lowering knees are halfway down, then opening the heart to cobra, upward facing dog. You choose. Downward facing dog, exhale. Full inhale. Full exhale. Bend the knees, look towards the hands, stepping your way to your forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, release. Push to the feet, rise up, come all the way up, extend up. Exhale, arms come down by the sides, mountain pose. One more full breath. Finding a stable and sturdy foundation here in our mountain pose. And we're going to start to lift the right knee here. So starting to come up to the tippy toes and opening up through the hip. Staying here or starting to slide the foot. So just starting again to explore the space here. Hands may stay by your sides. You can also come to hips or heart center. The foot can come above the knee or anywhere below the knee. You just don't want the foot pushing on the knee itself. And then maybe you find a place that you want to stay, but you can also change that at any time. So again, just seeing where you'd like to be in your tree pose. Eyes may be soft here. Finding a space that you can rest the eyes on. You could also hold on to something if you need to. And then take one more breath. Slowly guiding the knee back to center, releasing the foot down, shaking that out through the legs. And then make your way to the other side, coming back to that sturdy mountain pose, feeling inhale and exhale. Coming up to the tippy toes, opening the hip here. Toes stay planted. Again, just exploring with the foot. Toes could always stay planted the whole time. You can move the foot higher, but again, just skipping the knee itself. Hands maybe at heart center or overhead. Eyes are soft. If you follow the pose, that's still perfect. You just come back. Or you could also find something to hold on to. Because in nature, sometimes trees do that. They lean on each other. And take one more breath. Guide the knee back to center, releasing the foot down. Arms come by the sides. Inhale. And exhale. Come into one more balancing pose here. So I'm going to shift the weight onto the left leg if you're mirroring me. Starting to lift the right knee here, and then start to lift the foot and reach back for the foot. So then you could hold on to something or not. You can trust in the balance. If you fall out, just come back in. Maybe that's your play today, is just playing with the lifting of the foot to find balance. For the shoulder, the hand could be on the outside of the foot or on the inside. And if your knee is out to here, that's okay too. You're just finding a bit of balance to see if eventually, maybe over time, then you can come a little bit closer. I'll take one more breath. Gently releasing, shaking that out through the legs. Back to mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Shifting the weight. So still pushing out that standing foot to lift up and out of the hip. And then reaching for that back foot. Again, check in with the shoulders. The hand could be on the outside or on the inside. Eyes are soft here. And again, sort of rounding through the body. See if you can still be open through the heart. Active in the fingers and the toes. Hold on to something if you need to. And take two more breaths. And gently releasing. Bringing the foot down, shaking it out through the legs. Inhale the mountain. Exhale, letting that go. Really good. We're going to come closer to the top of the mats again. Take a big inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full, planting the hands. This time we're going to step the left foot back so the toes are going to touch as you step back, and then just lower the back knee into a low lunge. So feel free to stay here. You could also untuck the toes. You choose. Also, to keep the hands there, you could bring the hands to the knee or against something to hold on to, wherever you're choosing to be here. We're just going to take 2 breaths. And tucking the back toes, if you haven't already, lifting that knee, playing with the balance again here, soften that knee and springing that foot forward back to forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands down. Stepping the opposite foot back, so planting those tippy toes, then lower the knee. Toes may say tucked or release. Pause here, inhale. Exhale. Taking 2 breaths wherever you want to be, and you could be more lifted. Hands could be planted or staying on the mat. Tuck the toes, lifting that back knee, springing that foot forward back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release and fold. Planting the hands here, stepping back one last time to downward facing dog. Full inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, lower back down to tabletop. Toes may say tuck to release, and then just rolling through a few cat and cow poses again. So coming back to slowing the breath. Notice if it's easier to move through spaces in the body again. Relax the face, eyes can close, and trusting the transition of the body. Full inhales and full exhales. This is really good for the spine. Make your way into a child's pose. The knees can stay closer together. You can sit back into the heels with belly folding forward onto the legs and head drops, or you can widen the knees a little bit more, almost mat distance, sinking the hips down and back and then lowering down. So it's okay if the hips don't lower, you can always stay lifted. You could also stack the hands. And I'm gonna grab my bolster for if anyone who has a bolster at home or you have one that I sent you. You could use a bolster in 2 different ways. One is you could place it in behind, so you have something for the prop, so you could rest the head or fold forward here. Or you could bring the bolster in front of you and lay the body in this way. So wherever you're choosing to be, this is our yin portion of class, and in yin, we hold poses while we continue to breathe, and it's more slow and meditative. You also don't have to hold the poses for that whole period of time, but just space to breathe into the body. The space to pause. Noticing if any areas are extra tight, or if there's any areas that you're like, what am I holding there? Why is it that it feels like that? So just breathing into those areas, but then also find softness as you hold, or also the courage to release the pose whenever you need to. Eyes are closed, slowing your breath. Full inhales and exhales. If you are doing one ear at a time in the bolster, just make sure you take the time to switch ears. Slowing it down. Restoring through the body. Just taking 2 more full rounds of breath here, just as you are. If you're using the bolster in behind the heels, you could move that to the side. If you're using one in front of you, slowly lifting the heart first, sliding up the bolster. Or if you're down on the mat, same thing though, still lifting up the heart. And then everyone's gonna lift back into tabletop. Bring the knees back together here. You can lengthen out one leg or both legs. Just making any movement you need here in the body. And then coming to seated. Bring the legs out in front of us here for caterpillar pose. Legs will be out straight. Again, lots of options. You could bring a bolster underneath the legs if that feels better instead of having them extended depending on the hamstrings. You can also just slightly bend the knees. Hands start at the sides of the body, long side body. Heart extends forward, and then hands start to walk forward with the body, finding more of a fold feeling here. Hands may stay onto the body by the sides. You could find an active breath or two by extending to the toes, but in the end, you want to find a place that you can hold, surrender, and release. So seeing where you can fold here. Another option is to bring the bolster onto the legs. Stack the hands and rest here. You can also bring a block to rest the head on. Eyes may close. Just taking 2 to 3 more breaths here. You have the option to ease the upper body and pause here or with hands on the sides. Or in your next inhale, you can extend the heart forward more and then refold the body down. Close the eyes. Soften in here. And taking 2 more full rounds of breath. On your own inhale, engage the belly, slowly starting to roll all the way back up here. Hands could come in behind the knees. Take your time, playing the bottoms of the feet, rolling the legs side to side. We're going to come into our heart opening pose before we come to lay down onto the mat. So again, I'll show you lots of options. If you have your bolster, or if you don't have one, You can also use a rolled up towel or a mat or something, or pillows, something in behind the back or even just in behind the heart space. When I use a bolster, I like having it pretty close to me. Some people don't like it having touching the low back. So if you don't have it touching the low back, it's gonna hit your back on a different space when you lay down onto it. And if that's too much of a curve for the low back, you're just gonna bring the bolster even closer to you than you choose. So if you have pillows, you could bring them underneath you. Just anything to lift the upper body slightly. Knees can stay bent. Arms could also be out by the sides here or overhead. If it feels good, you could also lengthen the legs all the way out. But again, just checking in with your body. Wherever you choose to be, just really opening in this heart pose. Another option, if you don't have a bolster or pillows or anything, you can just lean back into the elbows with fingers facing the same direction of the toes. I like keeping my head a little more up or halfway because dropping it back is like a bit much, but that's just another feeling. You can squeeze the shoulders together and have more space. And then we're going to pause in whatever expression that you've chosen to be in. Eyes again closed, soften the jaw. And just being excited and almost more relaxed, knowing that you can trust in letting the moment unfold, just like you trust in your breath unfolding in front of you. Finding ease and peace in this knowing, so you can relax the face. Really opening up through the heart, telling the shoulders that you're safe. And you can relax here. And pausing to breathe for a few more moments, just as you are, adjusting as you need to. Taking about 3 more breaths. And if you're using the elbows, slowly shimmying the arms out so you can lay down onto the mat. Using the bolster, you can bend the knees here and just roll off the bolster, sliding the bolster away from you. There you go. And coming to lay down onto the mat. Hugging the knees in towards you, just flattening of the back slightly here. You roll side to side. And then gently starting to bring the bottoms of the feet down. We're just going to do a couple of breaths and a twist here. So bring hips up and over to the right, knees fall to the left. We won't hold this one for quite as long, but the hands would stay onto the body. You would also extend one arm or both arms out to the side. Head may stay neutral. You could roll the head in the opposite direction of the knees. And then just taking 2, 3 breaths here. Just easing into the twist. And your next inhale, engage the belly. Head comes back to center, lifting the hips. Bring the low back down to the mat. One breath. Lifting the hips up and over to the left. Knees fall to the right. Finding your twist on this side. Again, hands could be onto the body. Head can stay center and roll in the opposite direction of the knees. And just finding a few breaths here. On your own inhale, guide the head to center. Hips, knees, everything comes back here. Adding some light movement and then coming into our final relaxation into Shavasana. The knees could stay bent or be by the sides or on the body, or you can lengthen all the way out. You could also go lay in your bed or on like a nice chair on the grass, wherever you want to go. Or you could bring the bolster underneath your knees. We're going to add some pillows or anything and just add that extra support for the knees to relieve the low back. And wherever you're choosing to be, you're just going to follow my voice with your mind, your awareness. And then closing the eyes. Just silently stating in the mind that you're going to enter into the practice of Yoga Nidra. Going from a lengthened inhale and exhale to more of a rapid, rested state of breath. And starting to relax the top of your head, the hair on the head, relaxing the right side of the head, left side of the head, the whole of the head relaxes here together. And sending relaxation over the whole of your eyebrows. Relaxing the backs, the eyes, and your eyelids here together. And sending relaxation to the whole of your cheekbones. Relaxing to the whole of the jaw, the whole of your chin. Relaxing the whole of your head and your face here together. And starting to relax the right side of your neck. Left side of the neck. The whole of the neck and the throat. Relax here together. And sending relaxation to the right shoulder. Left shoulder. The whole of your shoulders. Relax here together. Sending relaxation into your right arm. Relaxing the right bicep, elbow, forearm, right wrist. Relaxing to the whole of the right hand and all 5 fingers on the right side of your body. And relax into the left arm, left bicep, elbow, forearm, and wrist. Relaxing the whole of the left hand and all 5 fingers on the left side of your body. Sending relaxation to the back of your heart, front of your heart, and the whole of your heart relaxes here together. Sending relaxation to mid-back, low back. The whole of your upper torso relaxes here together. Relaxing to the whole of your ribs, the whole of your belly. Just allowing your belly to rise and fall as you soften the whole of your upper torso here together. Relaxing into the right hip, left hip. The whole of your hips relax here together. Sending that relaxation into your right thigh, hamstring, knee, shin, calf, and right ankle. Relaxing the whole of your right leg. Send the relaxation to the whole of the right foot and all 5 toes on the right side of your body. And relaxing the back of the left hamstring, left thigh, knee, shin, calf, and ankle. Relaxing to the whole of your left leg, your left foot, and all 5 toes on the left side of your body. Relax into the whole of the right side of your body. Relax into the whole of the left side of your body. Relax into the whole of the back of your body. Relax the whole of the front of your body. Relaxing into the whole of the body here together. Relax the whole of your body here together. Soften the skin, the whole of your body here together. And take the next few moments to pause in silence here together. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to your breath. Lengthen the inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Imagine that you're bringing energy up the bottoms of your feet, legs, torso, fingers, arms, heart, throat, face, note to the crown of the head, and picturing a shower of light, ease, and peace, trickling from the head, heart, fingers, and toes. So now movement to the wrists, the ankles, wiggle the toes and fingers. You can move the bolster to the side if you're using one. Bending these, bring the bottoms of your feet down to the mat, and then just rolling to one side, letting the head rest into the arm or into the mat here. And gently using the hands, the arms, the whole of your body, make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Eyes can open as you move, and then just reclose once you've arrived in a seated position that's comfortable to you. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. The hands at the heart today, allow it to remind you that just like each inhale and exhale unfolds, we can start to trust and allow life to unfold. Trusting in the intelligence that which we are and that is all around us. With each inhale, we draw moments in, and on the exhale, we release with ease, letting go of what we don't need, knowing that what we do is always coming back on the inhale. There's no need to grasp, and we're already so open to receive. With grace, so much gratitude for being together in love, we bow forward and say namaste.